10 clear signs that you're dealing with an emotionally immature partner. How do you know if the person is emotionally immature? An emotionally immature person is someone who's having a difficulty expressing, controlling, and processing his emotions. A person having this characteristic tends to appear aloof or selfish. Because they fail to control their emotions, they release emotional reactions that are childish and immature. So what are signs that you're dealing with an emotionally immature partner? Let's find out. Hi there, and welcome to Top Wisdom. If you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe on our channel for your daily dose of self-help related contents. So without further ado, let's begin. 1. They won't connect deeper. These people tend to delay tough and serious conversations. This is because it's hard for them to deal with their emotions when the situation gets complicated. It can be too overwhelming, so they instead prefer to divert the conversation. When you want to know if your partner is emotionally immature, you can watch out for these signs during a serious conversation. First, instead of opening up to what they feel, they rather laugh it off like it's no big deal. They also may say that they are too tired or stressed to go into a deep conversation. Or they'll make an excuse, such as they need to fix something first just to postpone the conversation. 2. They show impulsive behavior. And impulsive behavior is often exhibited by children. It's a behavior wherein a person does things without thinking first on how it will affect other people, such as saying things they shouldn't say, or touching things they shouldn't touch. While a child can learn not to do such things as they grow old, an emotionally immature adult is not able to easily overcome these impulses, resulting in them acting in an unpredictable manner. 3. They are all talk but lack in action. No matter how good-looking a person is, if he only talks without following it with an action, then his or her charms would all be gone, right? An emotionally immature partner tends to do this behavior. It comes in many instances when his words don't complement his actions, such as when he tells you that it's okay to go out with your friends, but then he gets mad at you all day for going out. It also happens when you and your partner talk about political or religious topics. He tells you that he's okay with your opinion, but once it contradicts his views, he suddenly turns sarcastic and would not want to hear you say anything more. If your partner's like this, it's one of the signs that maybe he's an emotionally immature adult. 4. They are defensive. Another sign that your partner is emotionally immature is when you open up a topic and he suddenly gets defensive, even on the smallest thing. Such as when he forgot to clean the dishes. Instead of saying that he's sorry, he would rather say, "I'm tired all day," even when he does nothing but spend all day at home. 5. They do not want to be vulnerable. A good foundation of a relationship is trust. And how is trust built? It's by being honest to your partner. From your situation, hopes, dreams, to your dark past, deepest fears, as well as insecurities. That said, if your partner is not able to be honest with you, it somehow creates a gap in your relationship. In the long run, if this continues, you'll just wake up one day feeling alone and unwanted. Yes, they won't have a problem doing physical intimacy, but once you ask them about a certain part of their life, they tend not to talk about it because they fear that the feelings they chose to lock and hide will again linger. Although emotional vulnerability can be overcome through your help, your partner should also be willing to get help. You must at least try to talk about his difficulties. After all, everyone has their own weak spots that we choose not to talk about. However, if we're going to share the rest of our lives with someone, then we must be willing to share all our past for them to get to know us better, and most importantly, to build trust. 6. They solely talk about them. An emotionally immature partner will think that everything is about him. He will just simply incorporate himself in every topic to the point that it gets too much. This is because he's having a hard time understanding that everything does not revolve around him. Now, if your partner only talks about his wants, interests, and dreams without considering yours, it's a big sign that he may be immature. 7. They insist winning over everything. I know that every one of us likes to get the last word sometimes. After all, feeling right and having won the conversation makes us feel good about ourselves. However, this behavior can become problematic if your partner insists on getting the last word in every conversation. If you can't take it that he's wrong at some point and cannot acknowledge that the person they're talking to is right, maybe it's more than just winning the argument. Maybe there's an underlying issue going on. An emotionally immature adult's ego is so fragile that they can't even take losing or acknowledging other people's point of view. Even the simplest things should not be ignored. Say your partner parked the car wrong but won't accept that he did wrong, then how is he going to respond on bigger issues, such as the way he raises your kids or handles your relationship? Yeah, it might be tolerable at first, but having this consistent behavior can mean so much more, and you have to watch out for this sign. 8. They always ask for reassurance. When getting into a relationship, you might think that the idea of a complimentary is a sign of a healthy relationship. Let's say that your partner lost his trust because he has experienced a failed relationship. While it's okay that he asks for reassurance from time to time, it can cause a bigger issue later on since you may feel that he never trusted you in the first place. It can cause resentment because of the fact that he solely relies on you to make him feel secure and confident, perhaps making it as an excuse for him not to work on his own insecurities independently. This point is not to suggest not to date somebody with insecurities. After all, we all have one. But it's better to choose a person who wants to overcome their insecurities on their own, or at the very least through your help. But they should not depend on you at all, either your words or actions, since constant reassurance seeking is most often, if not always, a sign of chronic anxiety and dependency issues. 9. Gaslighting. When your partner constantly makes you feel bad for feeling bad, then it's a clear sign of emotional immaturity. Having by your side someone who's emotionally immature will make you feel that you're always wrong. This is not because you're always wrong, but because they find ways to make you feel that you're wrong just so they can win. Example is when your partner offended you by saying hurtful words. While it's normal for the both of you to have some time alone after an argument, your partner should apologize for saying some stuff that hurt you instead of blaming you for being too sensitive. 10. They have commitment issues. Lastly, a person that's emotionally immature is afraid of commitment. Committing to something might feel too intimidating for them, especially when it comes to a relationship. When your partner thinks of a marriage as something that would limit his or her freedom, then it's a sign that you should rethink your relationship. If you think your partner is emotionally immature, it could help if you talk to him or at least try to offer him some professional help if he doesn't feel comfortable opening up to you. Just keep in mind that you're the bigger person here and that he needs you more than anything else. And that ends our video for today. If you like today's content and find it helpful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Also, don't forget to hit the notification bell button so you'll be notified once we upload new videos. Once again, this is Top Wisdom. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again on the next video.